Happy New Year, everyone. It is Friday, January 16th, and this is episode 21 of the Micro Galaxy Squadcast, the show dedicated to all things Micro Galaxy Squadron. For our first show of 2026, we couldn't wait to drop our top 10 lists for 2025. We also have some lists submitted by the community and friends of the show to read to you. My co-pilot tonight, Kevin Tanner.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, man.
Happy New Year. It is now 2026. Thank goodness 25 is over. We had some highs and lows there in 2025. It was actually pretty fun looking through the list of all of the stuff. So, and trying to come up with the top 10.
Definitely too late in the year to be saying Happy New Year, but for the purposes of our first show back, I think, I think it's okay.
Agreed. I would agree with you for sure.
Now, I will say this is one of the first episodes that I didn't go back and right before we go live, make a couple more posts about, hey, we're going live right now. Mm-hmm. And the current numbers make me think that maybe it's a good idea to do that.
Yes, I'm in process doing that right.
The 20 people watching compared to the usually 40, 50 as we go live, and 100 or so. We'll see. I think it'll pick up as we go on. I know a lot of people. We're up to we're around 20 right now. We'll see how it goes. There's always the replay.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, man. Good to see you. Haven't chatted too much over the break, but I hope you had a good holiday.
I did. Yeah, it was very good.
Everybody stay healthy.
Yes, fortunately, everybody did stay healthy.
Shocking. It feels like the story for most people, especially with kids over the break, was everybody was sick. Everyone had the flu or whatever it was going around.
Oh, no.
We were not unaffected by that, but great holiday. And I'll tell you what made the holiday better, Kevin.
What's that?
Right by by a thread, Series 10 coming in right at the very, very, very end of the year.
I know, it sure did.
To make my list.
Yeah. Yep. I did have, I had one from Series 10 on there. Well, maybe you could count two.
I don't even know. I need to go back and pull my list up and see. The more waves we get, Kevin.
Yep.
Maybe I'm just getting older. But the harder it is for me to remember what was in what series, especially when there's less official documentation and posts for it. Like there's been nothing for Series 10. Yep. It's a lot harder for me to just rattle off exactly what was in each series.
No, I'm with you 100%. Yeah. So one of the things I had to do here is go through all of the reviews that I did this year on YouTube, because I reviewed literally everything that came out. So I went through and looked through all the reviews, and I was like, oh man, that one came out this year. I completely forgot about that.
I know. I did the exact same thing with my Instagram feed, where I had to go back and I just scrolled and scrolled and scrolled until I got to January. And I'm like, oh, hey, Slave 1 came out this year,
That's right. I know.
I couldn't have told you that the shuttle Tidarium was this year. Felt like something that maybe was from the end of last year.
This year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I missed that one on my browse through really quick.
Yeah, it's wild, the stuff that and I will say my biggest fear for doing my list live is that somebody's going to come in and type something in chat, and I'm going to go, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I forgot about that one. Totally forgot. Because, it's not super scientific just going back and looking at my feed, pull up a list. But I think for my purposes, I went in and we've got Series 8, Series 9, Series 10, and then there were any number of Vault and Store exclusives that came out this year. So that was kind of the criteria, I think, as we were going through them.
They did do a great job this year with the Vault releases. I mean,
we'll
I thought
see.
the Vault releases were great.
I'm interested to see
in general.
how that all shakes out. So I want to hit that list hard and quick. I don't know how long it's going to take because I've got
Yep.
several submissions for lists, and I kind of want to see what chat's been feeling about 2025. So why don't we jump right in to our first segment about what's been hitting the shelves? Slow news over the break, Kevin.
Yeah.
Real slow news.
Super slow news.
But
I tell you what, we had a flurry of information and things coming out there towards the end of the year, and then all of a
100%.
sudden they
great week for
slammed
us to just go through a list
on the
of something
brakes.
else. There's no big story, no topic that's super hot right now. So let's jump into PEG warning.
Sure. And so I think we can start with obviously our major retailers. I think the first one that has the most news coming out of it is going to be Walmart. So Walmart actually started to get in Series 10 Starfighter class and light armor class, which is exciting to see. Also, I'm not sure if you have this near you, but they did knock the price down a little bit. So $12.97 for the light armor and $14.97 for the Starfighter class.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, it's been quite a while since I've bought light armor at Target, at Walmart, but real long time since Target.
Yeah, for sure. Super long.
Yeah, Series 2 or Series 3, but
But no,
I think last time I bought it, I think at mine are both $14.99 essentially.
Gotcha.
Somewhere around there, $14.97, something like that. Which again, guys, if they're going to be the same price, just come on.
Yeah, bring them together.
Anyways,
but yes, you have those coming out. The first shipment of both ended up being the commons. So you ended up getting basically a light armor class that had the TIE Advanced prototype and the Geonosian Starfighter. And then the other ones that have come out in that series, which we haven't seen yet, are the Armada ATST, and then also either the Chase or the Rare. Neither of those have actually hit retail at this point for Walmart. And then if you're looking at the Starfighter class, so Starfighter class got a couple cases of the new of the Series 10 commons. You got a Magna Guard and then the Armada Luke's X-Wing. So those two came out. We have seen just one sighting so far. Oh, yeah, there it is.
I actually picked this up at a Walmart.
Nice. Fantastic.
I saw it in person. Didn't order it from Amazon, but when I saw it in person, I was like, I like that. I need to see if it looks just like the ones I already have. And turns out it does look almost exactly like the one that's in the Red Squadron pack.
Yeah, there are a few differences actually if you're looking at all three of the Luke's X-Wings that we had here recently between the Armada.
There's like one little Disney panel on the bottom.
Yep.
That was a little different, but for all intents and purposes, about the same as Red Squadron, but light years ahead of Series 1.
Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
If anybody out there, let me pull chat back up here. But if anyone out there is still for some reason sitting on Series 1 X-Wing and hasn't picked up Red Squadron, I think the Armada one is essential. And I don't know about you, Kevin. Maybe this is just mine. And sorry, I haven't seen your review for this one, but the mechanics of this feel worlds better than the ones I had before. Even Red Squadron. I don't know if they've tweaked something or if is this 206A? Right? 20.
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember the number for it. I believe the new one is.
Yeah, the numbering that they're doing, I believe the numbers that they're using there are the number of the original series that they're using as the Armada. So in that case, because it was the same thing with the ATST ended up being, I think it was like number 36A or something like that, or is number
12 or something.
12A. It's number 12A.
Pretty high. But this one, I believe, the weird thing about the Armada was, right, remember, they used the new number from the Disney Store 2-pack for this one.
Correct. And so that's the one where I would say, if you're looking at the difference, the comparison between that and the Red Squadron is close, but not as good. And then if you're looking at that compared to the Disney Store one, the Disney Store one and that one are very similar, much closer in
The
terms of
Armada,
the correct.
which makes
Yeah.
sense. Now, I'm curious if you have one around, or if this was in your video, does it
Mhm.
feel any different to you, that mechanic of the wings opening?
Yeah. Yeah, the wings open definitely when they shut. They
Yeah,
shut and
man.
the hull stays straight instead of tilting sideways.
And they're closed. There's no
Yeah.
gap.
Yep.
So, I would say even better than my Red Squadron one. So, if that's something that has bugged you in the past,
Mhm.
they've tweaked something in here, I'm pretty sure, and
Yeah.
it feels great now. I mean, there's definitely 2 clicks, halfway open, all the way open. And
Mhm.
whatever they did with that halfway thing, when you go past that halfway, the hull snaps straight and those
Mhm.
wings close.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
I
think
would
it's
say,
probably still gonna be something if you're doing that a lot, depending on how you open and close it, the wings can end up bending some and it won't sit tight, but
yeah,
certainly the mechanics of it are better and the hull sits straight. They actually improved that in that Red Squadron.
yeah.
So they've made some improvements
I
since
was
the
last
first
night. I
few.
was sitting there looking at the 2, and I tried to move Red Squadron. In Red Squadron, you've got to really, if it's
Mhm.
a hair off, you've got to really crank it to get it straight. But it's a
Mhm.
lot closer than Series 1 was. But
Yeah.
man, this Armada one feels great. And I didn't buy the Disney 2-pack, but I assume that's the same mechanic. There's probably the exact same ship for most
Yeah.
part they're using there.
Yep. And so the
Very
other
cool.
thing
Glad I picked it up.
for sure.
But
And
yeah,
also at Walmart.
back to Walmart. I found several cases on a pallet,
Yeah.
went through them, and case after case after case was the Luke and Magna Guard. Realized, oh, that's all Walmart's getting right now.
Yeah.
And then maybe last week I saw somebody post this, so
Yep.
there is hope.
And yes, for sure. I would imagine that once those first few cases roll through, certainly it seems like they've done that with Series 8 ish. Well, where was it? Would it have been Series 9? But we didn't really get, well, Series 9 actually with the light armor class. It seemed like we got maybe just one quick run of the commons. And then the next release, we started to see those Ezras and the TIE Defender Elites. So hopefully we see that same type of case assortment as they start shipping the secondary allotment of this to include the chases and the rares. Now the other thing, so that's really just Walmart there. They haven't done any real clearancing or discounting of any of the ATTE, the Ghost, or the Arc, which are just sitting there and collecting dust. Hopefully they do
Nice.
start to clearance those out here soon to make way, although we haven't seen anything yet about what's coming with the next Dreadnought class or the next Starship class. So
Toy Fair. When it Toy Fair is relatively soon, I believe. Maybe we'll see some leaks
yeah,
come
it'd be
out
nice
of
to know that there is. Well, I'm sure there is something coming, but if they're going to end up launching something with Series 10, this would
Jabba
be
Sail
if
Barge. Come on, come on.
for sure.
2026 is the year. Come on.
And
Come
if
on,
they
Jabba
didn't
Sail Barge.
do one of those things with Series 10, this would be maybe the first series that they don't have a dedicated Starship or Dreadnought for the series when it all releases as, essentially a line, but
In
or a wave.
2026, I believe, not a single dedicated assault class vehicle, correct? They were all dreadnoughts.
Correct. Yeah.
Two dreadnoughts, I think, and no assault class. So
Yeah. So the only one that they had was the ATTE,
which
so like
I
a
I guess
repack or
the
whatever.
ATT actually hit it in end of
Or not
last year,
not
right?
not the ATT, sorry.
2024.
The AT-AT, the Target exclusive one
Which
is
in
really
my
more of
mind,
a
I'm thinking
repack.
new
Yeah,
mold, new,
for sure.
getting it out
Yep.
there.
Nothing new.
Was there may have only been one dreadnought, right? Was it just the Reaper? Because
We had
ATTE
the
might have been 2024. End of
It's very
2024.
possible, yeah. And then same thing, they had the T6 as well. So T6 was
Mhm.
first, then I believe it was ATTE, and then it's Dreadnought. Or sorry, not Dreadnought, the Reaper, the
2024 was a big
$9
year.
Reaper. Yeah. And so, excuse me, our last one we've got is Target. And so we do have this here. So this is new. Cole just sent this to me this evening. So this looks like we got some Reapers here at clearance on at Target. I did
This
actually see a shuttle on clearance. I saw a shuttle on clearance, Cole, and guess how much it was on clearance?
1999-ish.
$29.74.
Oh my goodness. That sounds like a Walmart clearance.
Yeah, it was like $4 different than what it said on it. It said $34.99 as the standard retail price.
So in my experience, I think this is a fairly widespread, if not company-wide clearance on this, but sometimes
Mm,
the percentage kind of varies by store.
yeah,
All the ones in my area, they're 30% off right now, which I think it's around $21, I believe, something like that.
yeah,
So, I hope they move them, but the problem is with Amazon and Walmart's website clearancing them at $9. I don't know how many people are left clamoring to grab one of these, even at $21, but
hmm
it seems like the stores in my area have received lots of them recently because they just keep growing and growing.
yeah. It's kind of crazy that I think we probably all could have seen that coming when that release, just because it's just not a very common vehicle. But still relatively shocking. I mean, that seems like that was a major loss on the retailer's part. I mean, I hope the margin was really good when they originally released that at whatever it was at 40
Yeah.
bucks or whatever. Um,
Mm.
because man, selling those things at $9 the way that they did, that's got to take a pretty good hit. So,
Yeah, man.
and
Cool
hopefully
ship,
that,
but
yeah, for
man,
sure. And kind of similar to what we saw with some of that one SKU that Walmart had that they now don't have anymore because they couldn't sell all those transports. They got in the pod racers and they were there for like 2 seconds before they were all gone. The other skiffs never even made it to retail.
yeah.
They were only available online.
So weird. And that was
I
such a
mean,
cool set. Great set. I mean, it's got
yeah,
some exclusive figures in it and better
does
deco than the ones before.
way
That
better.
wasn't this year, was it? That was last year. Had to be
No, that
last
was
year.
last year. Yeah.
2024, that is.
hmm
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, I'm so paranoid that one's gonna pop up, and I'm like, are you kidding me? That was this year,
Mm, yep.
2025. But yeah,
And then the final one that we have is kind of a big major retailers, Amazon. And Amazon has been doing just like a little bit of discounting here and there. So I just keep an eye on it. I have checked Amazon Haul occasionally just to see if there's anything new that's been discounted a lot. There's nothing on there that's
it's
groundbreaking.
it feels like the
Um,
same old stuff is always getting rotated through. It's like the those fighters, the Shins fighter, and
yep.
maybe a couple of the Jedi.
Yeah, they do actually have the E-wing on there, but it's 1790 something, so it's not like a huge discount. The ones that they do have on haul, they don't have discounted really significantly yet. Although I wouldn't be surprised to see them start to do that here. Could be weeks now until we
Tis
start to
the
see some more
season. It,
discount.
it feels
Yeah.
like post holiday February is
hmm
when a lot of the retailers just start dumping the product.
Yeah. Now, one other thing, turning back to Target really quick. So I did see a reset at one of the Targets near me that did not include any Starfighter or light armor class or scout class. So I know we were all hoping to see that popped back up, hopefully after the next reset after the holidays, but it appears that that's not happening yet. So hopefully the Jazzwares team can get their sales team to really kick it in gear and get Target to pick the line back up.
Yeah,
After they
it's
got, and with the 2 packs that they have there at the cost that they have them, the Anakin Evolution and the Retro AT-AT, those things are going to be selling at clearance too. So they're going to be losing money on literally everything that they're putting out there on those.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer that that's the two sets that they kind of had the second half of the year there.
Yep.
When
But either way,
when that's all that they carry, for
mhm,
the line, because I don't know how well a lot of people do really like that retro
it's
AT-AT. Some
awesome.
of the submissions I noticed that the retro AT-AT was on
Yeah.
several of the submissions, but I think it's if you like that retro subline, it's awesome. But
hmm
that's you know a portion of a portion of a portion of the collectors that are
Right.
super into that, especially at the full MSRP. And
Yeah.
we have 5
$60 or whatever it
AT-ATs
is.
now, I believe. So
Right. Um, And then the other one, just a peripheral one with Meyer. So Meyer had been getting a bunch of the Series 10 stuff. It seems like that's maybe slowed down a little bit. Although, from our good friend in Alaska, he has found some Series 9 actually at a Meyer that, or sorry, not a Meyer, Fred Meyer's, I think is where he found that. So there may be some stuff there still. I mean, check with the people that are stocking to see if they have anything in the back. It would be interesting to know if Meyer and Fred Myers are still getting some of the Starship class stuff. But I have a
Rodimus Prime
feeling.
says I still need a Boonta Eve set.
Oh yeah, good luck finding that.
Yeah, that was a while
Um,
ago. That was a cool set. I really enjoyed that one. I think
yeah.
doing my end of the year list, I was kind of just looking back at stuff, and I'm like, was this year? Picking stuff up and looking through it, and
hmm
I really like that set. The deco's so good, and I still am holding out hope that we somehow get one more of those
Yeah. This is
sets.
the second Boonta Eve set you're talking, the one that had the 3 pod racers in it.
The
Because
one
there
I'm
were,
talking about, yes. I'm not sure
yeah,
which
because there were
set
two. The
Rodimus Prime was
original
talking
Boonta
about. Yeah.
Eve had just Sebulba and Anakin in it,
Yeah,
and then they
the three
relieved.
pack was
Yeah,
amazing. I really liked that one.
yeah,
I
agreed.
just hope somehow we can get one more 3 pack.
That would be great.
Finish
But
out the
that
line.
is, I believe, um all of your retail updates.
Yeah,
Unless there's anybody else out there that knows of something that we don't know about.
nothing earth shattering on that front.
Nope.
And with future product, there's been no real updates on the
hmm
international Amazon listings
Yeah.
for what we assume is Series 11. Um,
You know what
no
needs
real
to come
change
this
on
year,
those
Cole?
listings as far as info goes. So,
I agree
and
with you on the sail barge. I'd love to have the sail barge, but one vehicle that we need to get this is the LAATC to be able
is
to
that
pick
the
up.
carrier one?
Yeah, to pick up
Sure.
the ATTE. That would be sweet if we got that this year. They've got the
Oh, it'd be
connectors
cool.
on the ATTE that would make sense to be able to have a vehicle that picks that up. But I don't know if that's coming, but that would be awesome if it did.
Yeah, I forgot about this one because I've had it so long and then kind of rarely pay attention to it anymore.
Mhm.
But Steve mentions that Disney was discounting the Battle Droid battle packs. They may still be on sale, but those actually sold out on the site for a few days and then popped back up. I think they're back up on the website,
Mhm.
but they had discounted those through a couple of promos that they had on their website, and $39, not bad for that set, especially if you're trying to army build for Clone Wars. Very cool set. So we'll throw that in right at the end there. Disney Store.
Yeah.
If you need the Battle Droid set, it might still be on sale, and it has been. I know I saw a lot of people picking it up for that price.
Yeah. It's a great set, actually. It's got a ton of stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
The You just end up getting a ton of Walker legs there for those vulture droids that you get to throw in
I've
a
got a
box
pile
somewhere.
of them sitting by my desk over here.
Oh my
My kid,
gosh.
my son came in and picked him up, and he was like, "Dad, what is this?" He's
Yeah.
like, "What are the?" He's like playing with like little chopsticks or something. He's like, "What is
Mm.
this?"
Yep.
I'm like, "Well, let me show you."
Yeah, I went through and was organizing some stuff here recently and found a box of just random stuff that I'd put in there, and there was a ton of 'em. I was like, "Wow, I did not know I had this many." So, yep. But, yeah, it looks like that's from what everybody's saying, I think that that's, all we got here on retail.
Yeah, and hopefully we see more, but I think at the dates right now, I
Mhm.
think we're going to be seeing a lot of
Mhm.
clearance and stuff. The only thing we have any like hope for right now is that Walmart will start really getting in maybe some of those chases and rares
Mhm.
um from Series 10
Yeah.
and maybe even Series 9. I think there's a chance we could still see Series 9 showing back up at Walmart some.
Mhm.
But that's kind of the upside to hunting right now is that Walmart might be getting in a second kind
Yeah.
of assortment of those cases that like we saw, I've seen a couple reports of, they're finally getting the
Right.
chases and rares. So
Yeah,
something
I'm
to look forward
interested
to.
to see what your thoughts are of the collector section at Walmart. I mean, it's got a ton of great stuff, but beyond like the first couple weeks that they had it and stuff moved, seems like it's just been sitting there. I mean,
Yeah.
do you think the prices are just too high for all of that? And kind of that's a great reason I bring that up is because Micro Galaxy is dropping the price slightly. Do you think that is a
Yeah,
determining
I
factor?
don't know. Mine has cycled through some. I've only
Hmm.
got like a weird it's not an end cap, but it's like a side cap, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
It's like a
Yeah.
little extension of an aisle that they've got stuff on either side of.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're
Yeah,
talking
and it's a
about.
lot
Yep.
of Hasbro stuff, a little bit of Mattel stuff makes its way on there, I think. But
Hmm.
some of it cycles through, but there's still, it's like some of the Joe stuff has been there forever. Some of the Marvel stuff has been there forever.
Yeah.
But the things that are cool show up and then they're gone. So
Right.
I think
Right.
that's how it is everywhere right now.
Yeah.
Kevin,
So what do you got now? We getting into the top 10?
we're gonna skip the unlock the vault because I think we'll probably have a few thoughts about the vault
Hmm.
after we look through some of these lists.
Yeah.
So we will hop over that and go straight to the topic of the show, which
Yeah.
is top 10 of 2025. And
Top
Kevin, I'm going to
10.
be honest, I was not at all prepared for how that banner was going to look. That looks nothing like any of the tickers that I've
Oh, nice.
done. So I don't. It's huge. I think I'm going to leave it up. That's what
I
we're
think it's
doing.
good.
But
I like
that
it.
caught me totally off guard. All the other ones have been the little ticker at the bottom, and that's
Hmm.
like, boom, top 10.
Yeah. Right in your face.
Um, all right, I've got all my stuff here. I think, like we said
Okay.
earlier in the show, chat while you're hanging out with us. If you want to pull together and start posting maybe some of your top threes, top fives, whatever will fit in
Yeah.
chat.
Well, I think we let the chat go with their if they have a top 10 list ready when we start with our number, they can just start firing in what your 10th one is.
Yeah, as we go down.
Yeah.
Um, so to like we
Love to see what
prefaced
everybody
earlier,
has. Yeah.
Series 8,
Hmm.
Series 9,
Hmm.
Series 10, Vault and store exclusives, all
Yeah.
fair game.
Yep.
And this is what was released because I see people do this sometimes, and I'm like, I don't like that. This is things that were released in the calendar year or shipped in the calendar year,
Okay.
not like oh well, I didn't buy the AT-AT when it first came out, so I bought the AT-AT this year and it's on my list. No, these are releases that actually came out in the calendar year and were available in the calendar year.
Okay. Yeah. Who would do that? That seems stupid.
Let's see. I see it all the time, but let's see. I also, 2025. We talked about how good of a year 2024 was.
Hmm.
2025, a lot more repaints and reuse. I think it's kind of the start of sign of the times.
Hmm.
Collecting feels like we're in like a post-COVID thing where the collecting bubble is shrinking. People are economy's different. People are doing different stuff with their money, and that's
Mm-hmm.
across the board, right?
Yeah.
Retail and things like that. It feels like it's shrinking a little bit, or at least trends are changing in what people are buying. Um, so companies are adapting, and again, across the board, it feels like we're seeing a little more reuse and repaint, and how can we kind of stretch things? Um, Star Wars, as a whole, I
Mm-hmm.
think the popularity maybe with the general public has kind of plateaued a little bit, at least for now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think 2025 was kind of a sign of some of that, but I think that kind of when we go through our list, I'll kind of jump back and reference this and say, it's not. I wouldn't say that was necessarily a huge negative.
Mm-hmm.
As we look through some of the lists, like all new new mold's great. That's always ideal and awesome, but there's some cool things about the repaints and reuse that we'll kind of
Yeah,
see, I think, as we look at some of these lists.
for sure.
So, my list, I will say, before we
Mm-hmm.
jump in, some of the, not criteria necessarily, but when I started looking at what I should put on the list, I think as I went through it, maybe in part due to the repaints and things like that, it's like, okay, what connected with me, and what did I feel like something that like moved the needle for me is what I kept coming back to. It's like, this is really cool. It's engineered well, but do I really connect with this ship or this design? Something, So it was just stuff that it's like when I pick it up in my hand, it's undeniable. There is
Mm-hmm.
something that makes me want to grab it, play with it. I get like some kind of feeling when I pick it up and play with it. So that was kind of where I was coming from when I was trying to put the list together and looking through things. I always like to throw in some couple little random things like scouts and things like that.
Cool.
Kevin,
Well, what's number 10, man? All that lead up.
you
I'm
ready?
ready. Yeah, go for it.
Number 10 on my list, TIE Advanced Prototype.
Oh, the TIE Advanced Prototype. All right. The little
Very cool.
guy that has a lot to it.
It's really cool. I
Mhm.
love it. The Seventh Sister is an awesome microfig.
Yeah.
Really detailed. I love, again, it's like Rebels has gotten a lot of repaints that are Rebels. I think a lot of the chases and rares, it's like, oh, let's repaint something from Rebels. And we've got a lot of new molds from Rebels too. It's been great.
Mhm.
But I think specifically this, it was nice to get a couple new molds this year.
Yeah, for sure.
But one of mine, spoilers, that did not quite make the list, but was close, very close. This one made the list right on the cusp, was the ATDP.
Mhm.
And there's just that. I think this was not higher because it's a little dainty. And
Yeah.
there's just a couple things with it. It's like I kept, it's so dainty, I kept dropping it.
Mhm.
And the wings would just go everywhere. Like they would pop off. The panels on the actual wings would come off. So
Mhm.
I was getting a little frustrated with it, but I do really like it. Really
Yeah.
like Seventh Sister, but it would have been higher, I think, if it was a little more substantial, I kept feeling like I was about to break it. ATDP, same kind of thing. It was right on the cusp, but it was not super fun for me to pose the ATDP and get it in place just because the legs um, didn't feel quite as tight as some of the
Mhm.
previous walkers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it did is your one wing, does it just pop out real easy on the
they
one
both
side?
pop out pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing I did find on this is there's been a lot of comments on my review. There is a little piece of plastic. So it looked like when they did the mold, when like they squished the plastic in it, that it kind
Uh-huh.
of like squirted out a little bit and it was preventing the peg from going all the way in. And so it just kept falling off. And I was looking in the both sides and I noticed that. So I took like a knife and I cut that little piece out and the wing fits perfect. It fits nice and snug. So I got a second one. I found one at retail and that one did not have that problem. So the wings fit in there fine with no issues. But
With the like looking at it from the front, it would be this wing.
Yeah, it's the
and
correct.
you're talking about down in the hole.
Correct.
There's a little something in the mold.
Yep.
I do see that. It does not look quite like the other side.
Yeah, if you take like a little knife and stick it in there and cut that little piece out, the wing fits on there perfect. So there's been a number of people that I've seen that I've made that comment in the review, and they've said the exact same thing, that they cut that little piece out and it fit. A couple people glued it in place, which you obviously can do, but you don't need to.
Well, it doesn't go in as far as the other one, so I totally see what you're saying. Kevin's Micro Fleet on YouTube. Who knows what you're going to learn on it?
That's right. Yep. Try to figure out all the things that don't work. Because I mentioned it in the actual review because the wing kept falling off. And I was like, oh, this thing stinks. And then after the review, I looked at it and I was like, oh, man, I can cut this thing out. So for my number 10, mine was a little different. So I actually went back to a repaint. And this is probably one of my favorite vehicles, but definitely ended up being a repaint. And my number 10 was the new version of the Slave One. The quality of the paint application on this thing looks amazing. So comparing this to the Book of Boba Fett version, which we got all the way back in Series 1, I mean, this is such an upgrade in the deco on it. And it looks really striking when you have it on the shelf just because the colors pop really well. Looks much more like the Slave One that I would expect to see. So that one was my number 10.
Great release. I also tried not to have quite as much like recency bias.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what one I came back to. I'm like, does that make my list? I don't know. Because there are some repaints on my list for sure. And some of them are very high. But that was one, and I think we'll talk about this for a second after the list. But yeah, that was one that it was great. And again, I think that's the definitive version of that. That's the one to have. But yeah, I love that one. Great Han and Carbonite. Come on, such a good one. Yeah, it's great.
So cool. And the actual Boba Fett minifigure that came with it was really good also.
Number 9.
Well, let's hop on these guys real fast. So we got a couple tens in chat. Yeah, so we got the Green Interceptor, Anakin's Green Interceptor from the Evo pack, which is a good one. The Battle of Hoth
ship.
Yeah, the Battle of Hoth battle pack. I'm guessing this is the Disney Store version of it. Any other tens in here?
I see some fleshed out lists in there.
Yeah, but, there's a few in here that are going a little deeper than where we're at, but okay. So that was those are our number 10 so far that we've got from that crew.
So number 9.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait for the anticipation. Just picking it up too. Oh man, there it is.
The probe
Love
droid.
It. The
Look
probe
at it.
droid. Yeah.
Oh, and the pot. What a cool release.
Very cool. Yep.
I love any kind of OT stuff, especially ESB.
Yeah.
Absolutely love. I think it would have been a little higher if it had been articulated.
Yep. And that one's actually a great one too. We didn't get a ton of
I love it.
Original trilogy stuff this year. So that's a great one.
Well, we've hit a lot of it for sure. There's one that is not on my list, but it was on several people's lists. So couple key OT things that came out this year. But Steve is still here. He went with the ARC 170 number 10. Steve, I've got your whole list. I'll read through yours here at the end. Adelphi
Nice.
Rangers. What's up, man? He says the retro AT-AT is his number 9.
Nice.
A
Yep,
lot
not
of
a
love
bad
for
one.
the retro AT-AT.
So for
Kevin?
me, number 9 was the TIE Striker. So beyond the one wing issue where you have to glue that wing in place, if that really wasn't the issue, that vehicle is so cool. I love that you got the dual cockpits on it, the front and the back. Would be nice if you got 2 figures for it, but just I love that look. I mean the look of it. It's kind of like almost like a bird when you have it
Yeah.
in its forward position with the wings down. It's so cool. I was a huge fan of the Striker.
I like it a lot. The issue kept it off of my list for
Yeah.
that raid. I have not glued mine. So
Oh,
I
you got to
think
glue
the
it.
wings,
Once you glue it in place and you don't have to worry about it anymore, it's awesome. Well worth it. Well worth it.
We've got Spider Droids, Z95 Headhunter,
The Reaper.
Tom Davis. I think Tom might have sent in his list as well. He submitted a
Don't
list.
fear the Reaper.
So, great choice.
Yep.
We're moving along to number 8. I will tell chat, Kevin and I have not seen each other's lists, so that we are finding out in real time what each other has done. Where are we? Number 8, is that right?
Number 8.
Let me reach over here, this side of the desk. The much anticipated
TIE Defender.
TIE Defender.
Now, is that just the standard TIE Defender?
It is the standard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw a lot of people putting the Elite on their lists. It's cool, but it's so specific. I felt like the standard TIE Defender was the way to go for the list. For me, I love it. For me, this would have been a lot higher if the design was a little closer to what we saw in Rebels.
Yeah, sure.
And not the video game.
Yep.
But still, again, we've talked about a lot. Really aggressive looking, but the wings are very, very thin for some reason.
Yeah.
And real long. It's not quite the TIE Defender I'm used to seeing. But I still really like it. Glad we have it in the line. And my guess is we could still see this show up in live action at some point somehow with all the Thrawn funny business going on. You never know.
For sure. And if they end up changing the design slightly and the wings are a little bit shorter, it's relatively easy for them to just make new wing and then just throw them on there. So,
or this is the design they would use potentially for the show.
Yep. Which would be pretty cool.
Would make a lot of sense.
So for
Kevin,
me, my
number
8 is actually a twofer because you can't just have one at number 8. So for number 8, I have the Scout class droids. So we've got the Spider droid and the Probe droid. So those two together, I can't split those up and have them take up 2 spaces on the list, even though they're both incredible and they both do deserve to be on the list because they're just so cool and so unique.
The Spider droid and what?
And the Probe droid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say, do you have an honorable mention?
No.
Okay. I will go ahead and say my honorable mention that was right there on the edge of making the list. I had 11 and I just couldn't decide which one to kick off the list. But getting pushed down to number 11 was the Spider droid.
Yeah.
Love it. The dwarf spider. Love it. The articulation, like legit articulation coming to Scout class was amazing. I love that they were playing a little fast and loose with what constitutes a vehicle. I love everything about that. It's really cool. But I'm looking at my list. And I'm like, how many Scout class can I put on my list before it's absurd? And I'm not done with Scout class yet. So the Spider droid
I know which other one's coming.
The Spider droid just got bumped out, but that was my honorable mention. I will say that since you had it there at number 8.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to do a double. Sorry. We get to make up our own list, so there you go.
Yeah. Let's see. Fit and Flexible 8, they had the Hera B Wing.
Nice.
Cloud Car, I'm seeing on here.
Yeah.
A
Cloud
lot
Car
of good
was pretty
choices.
interesting for sure.
Um,
Good, like
number
nod
7,
back to
I
it.
said I was not done with Scout Class.
Mm-hmm.
At number 7,
Ray. Yep. I knew
Ray.
you were gonna have Ray on there.
Did you?
Of course. Yep. Yeah. So
Look
I
at it, man.
literally just watched. I started watching Force Awakens with my daughter. We were waiting at music class for my other, and I pulled it up and I was like, oh look, it's Ray, because her middle name is Ray. And then she had seen this sitting on my desk and was like, oh, who's that? That's not Ray. And then I showed her the movie and she's like, oh, that's the thing on your desk. It's like, yeah, it is.
It
So
is
very cool.
so
Very
detailed.
well done. Yep.
So detailed. So cool. I love that her staff is in that netting there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly the way she throws it in the movie too.
Yeah, the paint on her with the goggles and the face has been really well done. On, I think I have 3 or 4 of them, and the deco's been great. The actual applications looked really good on all of them. So, as a micro figure, we finally have one of the main characters of an entire trilogy in the line.
I know, how
3
about
years
that, right?
later, and only 200 vehicles in the line. We finally have Ray, but there's something about that one that I really, really enjoy. So
Yeah.
it also took us 5 waves to actually get her in hand after the reveal, but it was worth it. I really enjoy it. And I'm not even I'm fine with the sequels. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I'm not a hater either, but it's just really cool. There's something about that that's just interesting and different. And I know it's the popsicle speeder, but it's cool. I really like it. And I think it's the detail that they worked into that is stunning.
Yeah. So for me, number 7 is a callback to another repaint. And this one is hard because I could have put this one real high on the list just because of the quality of this and just how cool it is. But this one was the Disney Hoth Battle Pack. I just love the design of the AT-AT, and this thing came with so much in it. So you actually got the Hoth AT-ST, you got Wedge's speeder, which the paint application on the speeder was fantastic. I mean, everything about this set I thought was really, really well done. It's just a pain that it's not on the Disney Store .com, that it's only available
Anymore,
in
yeah.
parks. Yeah. So fortunately, if you do go to a Disney park, you can pick one of these up. But
maybe I've seen people asking about them, and I'm not totally sure if they're in Disneyland anymore.
Yeah, maybe they're in
I'd be
Disney
interested
World.
to find out if anybody has seen these in the parks recently.
Yeah.
I know people have had a little trouble finding them as of late.
But yeah, it was.
I think it was online for what, like a day, 2 days at most, maybe.
Yep. It sold out relatively quickly, but they did fix the neck on this one as well, which is great to see. All of the paint detailing. Again, you just get so much with this. It's kind of hard for it not to be somewhere on the list.
Yeah, I'm not going to say too much about it because we'll probably be seeing it again.
Yeah, there you go. So moving on to number 6.
And at number 6, we will be seeing it very soon.
Oh,
the Disney
nice.
Hoth set.
There we go.
Was one spot higher for me. And I think that was due mostly in part to, because we've had a lot of snow speeders. We've had a lot of AT-ATs.
Yeah.
We now, especially with Series 10, we've had a lot of AT-STs. But for my money, that set has arguably the best looking snow speeder.
Yep.
With the most deco on it. Looks great. The most interesting one to look at for sure. The AT-ST is the best looking AT-ST in my opinion.
Agreed.
You've got the best like core, just straight plastic tone
Mm-hmm.
of this. Now my warm light over here kind of shifts it a little bit, but I know
Yeah,
it's
no,
got
it
the
looks good.
battle damage, which is whatever, but um the weathering is nice. It's got some dark deco on the foot that's different. It's got the
Mm-hmm.
snow deco. I think this is the best ATST, even when you consider the new one, because I don't know what's going on with that weird rust on the legs of the Armada one. So, and I think the AT is potentially the best looking one. It's right up there with the Vault
Mm-hmm.
AT-AT, but I really
Yeah.
like the way they really nailed the panel lining and wash
Mm-hmm.
on this version.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, I really feel like that set, for me, that set could have been higher,
Mm-hmm.
but the fact that the Vault set was so high on my list last year,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I can't do that again. I can't. The AT-AT and the Vault set have been so high, and last year it was so high in the
Mm-hmm.
set. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
we've got so many AT-ATs. I feel bad putting it much higher. I'm in my top
You
five
shouldn't feel
because of
bad
that.
about that.
So it could have gone higher, to be honest.
Yeah.
Same with Ray. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't. I thought, how high can I put Ray on my list before people um, start tuning out and turning off the stream?
Well, you
Um,
can go as high as you want, Cole. We'll let
both
you
of
do
those
that.
could have gone higher, but
Yeah.
that set for me, it's a bummer it sold out online so fast and it's been hard to
Yeah.
get
Agreed.
because that was like a home run set this year. Love it.
Agreed.
Adelphi Ranger says his number 6 was the TIE Reaper.
Yeah. Nice.
What's up, Steve Hines? How you doing, man? Joining us halfway through.
Mark
We've got
Hamill,
Mark
Batman
Hamill, Batman, Arkham Knight,
Knight. All right. Hey, what's
saying
up?
hello to Kevin.
Welcome. Welcome
Let's
in.
see, what was it? They had
What's
multiple
up?
of them at the Galaxy Edge shop that has the Sabak card game being played near the entrance that sells the wooden toys. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm assuming that is Disneyland, maybe, but if you clarify, we'll throw it up there.
Yeah.
Good to know that you can still get them at the park, maybe, but they are more expensive.
Yeah.
I think they're $100, which is pricey.
Yep.
Was it 80 on the website? Was that right?
Yeah.
79.99.
79.99. Yeah. I
Man,
just saw it as I was looking up that picture. So
it's great. I love that thing, man. We had another headhunter. I'm
yeah.
assuming they might mean the first headhunter and not the partisan one. The partisan one showed up on more people's lists than I had expected to.
Really?
But we have finally entered the top 5, and I
Wait,
believe,
which
right?
one did we
That
do?
was
No, we're on
6.
6. We're on 6.
Have you done yours yet?
No, I did not do 6.
Oh man! Before we go on, let's see what yours.
Oh man,
I've started
I was
looking at
just getting
chat. I see
lost.
chat popping up here with their 6s. Kevin, what is your number 6?
My number 6 is another repaint, but it's a fantastic one. There's only one thing that's missing from this repaint, which is a little pod on the bottom to be able to put Sabine in the gunner position. But mine is the Hera B-Wing for the Vault Edition. I mean, this is, again, when you talk about paint application on this thing is sick. I actually went through and did a custom of this years ago when I first started doing custom. Maybe the second custom I ever did of Action Fleet was a Hera B-Wing. So I did a ton of research into it.
Action Fleet.
Of Action Fleet. Yeah.
Wow.
I rewatched the episode a bunch of times. And so I looked for all the different details on there to be able to get that in the custom that I made. And they hit everything. I mean, again, the only thing that they missed on this, which I wouldn't have expected them really to do, was the pod on the bottom that Sabine sits in the gunner position. But either way, fantastic set. Or
pricey,
with her and with the figure and with the vehicle. The other interesting thing about this one too, we have yet to see a Vault first to market edition not be released in a wave. So I'm still hopeful that this thing will be released at some point in the future with toned down deco. But who
And
knows?
correct me if I'm wrong, Kevin. This is one that we saw some retailers had early promo
Yeah, they
images
had
of a
like a
wave on there.
listing.
And at some point, there was a version of Series 8, I believe, maybe,
Yeah,
that
that's
had
right. It
this
actually had
as
it
a
on the
rare.
package. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it was on the back of the box. So there was some shenanigans of reordering kind of what was going to be packed in the wave, and that got the
Mm-hmm.
boot from either the rare chase that was going to be in that wave. So who
Yep.
knows if we'll see it again or if people will have another shot at it. But just like the Hoth said online, that's one that sold out after a few days, and it's gone, and the prices kind of started jumping back up.
Yeah.
Um,
So now we're to the top 5.
we are to the top 5, and I hope this isn't how the whole rest of the list goes. But my number 5 is
Hey, there it is.
that's 2 in a row. My list is, I think, because I put Ray in there, my
Uh-huh.
list has just shifted up by
Nice.
1, and we have the same list apparently.
Oh,
But
fantastic.
yeah, one
Yeah.
spot higher for me was this
Very
version of the
cool.
B-Wing. Love it,
Yep.
love it, love it. I've got this one, and I believe I have one more I haven't opened yet. And then we gave one away on the Squadcast last year. So
And one of the things about this too is you really do need to have that in its flight position to really be able to see it in all of its glory. The when it sits down on the desk, but it's just like in its normal landed position, just doesn't look as cool as when you get those wings out like that. So if anybody out there's looking for a flight stand, I do have one on my Etsy page, but it just really, this is one of the vehicles kind of like the Slave one that they should have had a flight stand of some sort to be able to stand that in its
there
vertical
we go.
position. Yep.
The cockpit is in the right orientation now, if that was bothering anyone's OCD.
Yeah. Yep. It looks great.
Really, really, really cool release. It's weird that I don't know what the deal is with that coming back out into the line, or if it ever will. But
Hmm.
I do know that now I'm as if I was going to skip vault releases anyway, but I'm even more apt now to pick up the vault releases early, just because you never know, they could not, that early edition could be the only edition. So
Yeah.
love that one. Kevin,
Yes.
you're number 5.
Oh, you want me to go right into mine? Sure. So my number 5 actually is a brand new vehicle that just came out. This is the TIE Avenger. The design on this looks amazing. So, is this your number 5 as well?
I just did my number 5,
Oh, you did. Oh man,
but
dude,
this
I'm so
is,
off. But yeah, the Avenger looks great. So I'm guessing this might be Cole's number 4.
what is happening right now?
I think we're gonna have a mix up here at the top, but
Oh my
um,
gosh.
yeah, there it is. Cole's
Yes.
got it in hand.
Your
Um,
number 5, my number 4. Kevin
yeah,
and I apparently have the exact same top 6,
yeah.
only mine is shifted up one. So we'll see
It just
how it
looks
shakes out with
awesome.
the top 3. But yeah, my number 4.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the one thing that's really great about the Avenger, the thing that I do like about it probably the most, is of all of the TIE vehicles, it's a little dark there to see inside of it, but of all the TIE vehicles that we get, and you want to have them displayed up on a flight stand because they just look awesome in a flying position. This is the one vehicle that looks even better when it's just sitting down on the table and it's not in its flight position. But yeah, very cool. It's got that little part there on the bottom that opens. It does have the flight stand on there, which is a pretty tight fit.
It is,
Um,
yeah, but
but
not
it
complaining too
definitely
much,
holds it in
because I'm
place.
glad we have it.
Yeah, agreed.
Little
Um,
ratchety, spinny cannon on one side. I
mhm,
love the asymmetry of this.
mhm.
I didn't, until I popped this one open, I didn't even really totally appreciate how much asymmetry was in this thing.
Yeah.
Really, really
And then
cool. And
the panels on the
um,
side too.
the tiny on the back, the
Hmm.
tiny little windows that go around the top of it are see through.
Yeah.
Just really, really cool. And again, like you said, it's just on your desk. It looks so aggressive.
Hmm.
It's just really, really cool. And this is one of those for me, classic Micro Galaxy situation. But I, the ship was fine. The scene was cool. I wasn't even really anticipating this one that much. But when you get it in hand and start playing with it and looking at it, it really does something. It was really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Now all you
all
need
the
is 3D print
intricate
some
little
stairs
missiles and stuff that
on the
are on
back.
there.
Yeah. Oh, somebody mentions here really quick, finding Series 9 Scout class anywhere. Yes. Good luck. You're probably not going to find them at retail. Best bet is the Amazon Light Armor class bundles if you're looking to pick up any Series 9 Scout class, just FYI. But yeah, the Avenger is awesome. It's a good one.
Let's see. Brent says so. The TIE Avenger has what feels like a standard pilot with Cassian's uniform. I wonder if this will be a vault with Cassian Andor. Um, as I was going through mine, my first thought was the interior has a lot of detail in the mold. I would love to see that come to life with premium deco.
Yeah.
So I could, and this one's been pretty hard to come by. I don't know that it's been in the case assortments that have shown up at Walmart yet,
It has not yet.
and
Should be in the next wave, I
it's
would
been
imagine.
really difficult to get after the fact on Amazon because they're gone like that. Every time somebody posts, I have not even bothered posting it because it's like every time they pop up, it's like they're instantly gone. I don't know if they're only putting up a couple of like canceled orders or returns or how that's
Hmm.
happening, but very few of them seem to have been popping up. I don't know that they've had a full um restock of them yet.
Yeah,
So it would do, I think it would do really well as a premium version
I would
on the
agree.
vault with that interior fully painted.
Yeah.
I'd enjoy that.
So going to my number 4 here. My number 4 bumped up from where you had yours, and mine's slightly different. But
Okay.
I went with the Elite TIE Defender. So the main reason I picked the Elite here and not the standard version is just because the Elite, the paint application on it is so good. And it really is like a premium deco vehicle that is just a chase. So I wish that they had done this, they had flipped this in Ezra so you could get more of these a little more easily, because you definitely
Yep.
could army build this specific one and maybe a little less on the Ezra A Wing. But the TIE Defender in and of itself, definitely my favorite TIE design that's out there. And very cool to be able to have this in the line. So,
I saw this pop up on several people's lists as well. So
yep,
a lot of people were really digging that yellow TIE Defender,
yeah,
which was available on the vault, right? One of the few ways to get a hold of it
hmm
was that box set.
that's right, that's right.
Really enjoyed it. So that's good news that you threw that one in there a little higher than I did. So maybe our top
Mhm.
three will be a little different.
I don't know. I
That's
feel like our
crazy
top
that
three
three in a
are
row we were just boom, boom, boom right after each other there.
yeah. I think
Um,
with our top three, I feel like we should say our number 3 at the exact
at
same
the same
time to
time,
see if we got the same one.
I
Um,
do. Yeah, at some point we'll have to see what the deal is. Are you gonna? Well, because you kind of have images,
I have
and I can see
images.
what images you've got
Yeah,
in the hopper there about to pull up. And I will say now
right.
that we're entering, that's an interesting. I see TK's number 3 there. That's interesting. We'll come back to that.
Oh,
Number
nice.
3.
Number 3 is the Arc 170. Very cool. Oh, hold on. Wait, we got to get this back up for the viewers. There it is. Look
There
at
it
that.
is. If you missed the
Hawk
stream a couple
Williams.
episodes ago,
Hawk Williams here checking in.
yeah. What a cool ship.
That is fantastic.
It
Yes.
was, as we've mentioned several times,
Hmm.
the winner of the most wanted fan poll,
Yeah.
and it is
It's
really
awesome.
really cool. I think the
Yeah.
engineering on it is great. Mine snapped together really well.
Hmm.
I will say that this could have been even higher for me if it weren't for the little
Oh my
gummy
gosh. Yeah.
things here.
Those
You
guns
got
on
to
the
take a
end
heat
really
gun
stink.
too.
Yeah.
If these had been rigid, a little more rigid plastic, this
Yep.
could have been easily 2 or 1 for me. And
Hmm.
like I just said about the Avenger, this
Yeah.
is one that I am greatly anticipating a vault release of. Any kind of variant or premium deco version of this, I will jump at the chance to grab another one of these,
Yeah.
especially if you get that Munilist 10
Hmm.
deco on it. I think that'd be amazing. But
Yeah.
really, really cool release. I love this. I know a lot of people have really enjoyed that one.
Yeah. I think I
Still
thought I had one
available
sitting right here.
on Amazon for around
Yep.
$35. It's kind of been fluctuating between 30 and 35
Yeah.
a lot of the time. But
And if you go
yeah,
to any
nice.
nearby Walmart, you likely have 20 of them there. So,
Maybe I have not seen any at mine after the initial
oh, really?
wave of them.
Well,
I
maybe
haven't
they all
seen
got
any.
sent to Maryland.
Yeah, maybe they did. I see a lot of Reapers.
Yeah.
Um, love that. We finally synced back up.
Hmm. Yeah. But
I
no, the
saw
one
you
thing that's
you
great.
pull it up and ready, and I'm like, well,
Yeah. The one thing
same
that is
wavelength. Our
great
lists are
about
pretty similar there.
the Arc is that it's one of the few vehicles that does look really good in its landed position or in its flight position. And in its
Yeah,
flight position, it looks really cool. It looks really cool. Again, if you don't have a flight stand for it, please go to my Etsy page and pick one up for it. It is fantastic when it's up on that stand and you can open the wings up. It just looks so much better.
Kevin,
Gosh,
I
so
need
much
to
better.
print one of the. I need to buy that file from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Get
I'll
one of
send it
those
to you.
printed. Let's see. Number 3 for Fit and Flexible, who's been playing along with us. Vault ATTE tank. Beauty it is. Agreed. I love this one. Kylo's tie silencer for
Yeah.
number 3 for TK. And I'm curious if you're talking about the Vault one or the standard release one, because
Mhm.
Kevin, I really, really liked that Vault version of the silencer.
Yeah.
And that
The
was
vault was
another one
great.
that it was right there kind of on the cusp. And I was thinking, could this make it onto my list? There's
Hmm.
something about the deco under that hood back there with the
Hmm.
green and the copper and everything.
Yeah.
Really cool one. And again, that's one that I had no affinity for before getting it in hand. And I'm like, I actually appreciate this design more than I did before. And
Yeah.
where I was like really high on the TIE Whisper as a
Hmm.
design, Silencer was down here. The that release actually is kind of even amount, and I'm like more appreciative of the Silencer than I was before having that toy in hand.
Yeah.
Really, really good release. So cool to see that one. Xanadu Blood, great
Nice.
choice there. I wish I had one in hand. Lucky you.
Yeah.
I do not have one yet.
Same here.
TK says needed a gunner though. Yeah, I've seen that a lot. It would have helped, but I think that's kind of that we 2 to 3 figures there for that size ship is kind of standard. So I felt like we were doing good with 2 and a droid, but again, a premium vault release, I think you could sneak in another gunner there in that
Totally.
for that price point, I hope. All right, man.
Okay.
That was number 3. Let me
Number
see
3.
here. I bet these are going to be different for us, our order, but we're down to 2, and I'm really
The
curious
last
how
two.
this is going to shake out because if I've got something this high that you don't have on your list, gonna be pretty crazy. And if we have
Yeah.
the same thing but have them flipped, it'll be a little anticlimactic. But are you ready for yours?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
Ready.
Number 2.
Number 2. The ATT. Fantastic. Oh, that's
That's
great.
amazing. Do we
Yep.
have the same top 3?
I think we have the same top 3. Yeah, we did not plan this, everybody. So
This is so
this
good. I
amazing,
absolutely love this thing, man.
incredible. The interior of it, the paint application on the inside, the little bug logo that they have on the side of the cockpit. Oh, hold on a
The
second. Can you
green.
show that again? There you go. Yeah, the little green guy that's on the side of the
Yeah, this
cockpit.
thing right here.
Yep. The
Really,
mouth that's
really
on the
cool. I love
side.
the
Amazing.
curly little smile we've got going on here.
Yeah.
And then the caution.
Yep.
And
That is just fantastic.
it's
So well
weathered
done.
too. The fact that they've got that
Right.
weathered.
Right. Yep.
It
And the
is
interior in the cockpit too, that they've got they actually have the inside the cockpit, they have like panel lights there on the controls, which is also another feature that didn't have to add, but is an awesome little nod
yeah, they
to
got
some
little. It's
extra
that the
deco.
camera's not going to pick that up probably, but yeah, little
Yeah.
hits of red and green on the control panel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they had darkened if they had put a base coat of a darker color on there, the red and green would really have popped on those control panels.
Yeah. And then even like the
turrets,
tube,
man.
yeah.
The fact that the turrets are kind of that metallic paint really makes these things pop.
And the red like connector there in the middle as well.
Yeah.
And they got the right type of material on it also. I mean, it just
I've
looks
seen no
really
posts of people having issues with these yet. So,
yeah.
Although it does look, the paint down in there, you can kind of see it. It gets a little thin, but that's going to happen regardless. But dude, this is such a cool. So I like the ATTE. It was a really cool release. This is amazing.
Amazing.
The price point less amazing.
Yeah.
I think $80 is a lot for this. But it makes me hopeful, not hopeful, but if they keep doing these for other Jedi battalions, man, if they look this good, I'm gonna have to buy all of them.
I know.
It is really, 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 really cool.
Yes, very well done.
Absolutely love it. I can't believe it's very uninteresting. I should have thrown like just a wrench into it and got some crazy wild card top choice here. I'm seeing, let's see. Hera's B-Wing. Yeah, Brent agrees. 104th ATTE is great. TK says the Cookie Monster. Yeah, interior paint job is incredible. Fit and Flexible number 2 says Magna Guard Starfighter.
Interesting.
Very nice, very cool design. Again, another one I appreciate more having one in hand than just seeing it on screen.
Yeah, it looks a lot like that World War II bomber.
Yeah, Vision's X-Wing was one that really cool release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one didn't make my list.
So,
number 1, Ventress.
It'll be interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah.
Ventress, yeah, Steve Hines says Ventress number 1. Let me see, what do I want to grab here? I'm just going to grab something random so it's different. All right, do we want to do you think there's any world where we have different number 1s?
No.
Our top 10.
Don't think so.
Number 1 release of 2025
is the Millennium Falcon.
The premium Falcon and land speeder
premium
set from the
Falcon.
vault.
Yep. And the great thing about it is it even says it on the package. They even describe it that way as the premium Falcon. The land speeder kick in there is nice, but totally not needed for this set to be just absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I mean, definitely the definitive Falcon. You don't need any other Falcon other than this one. The paint application on the exterior and the interior, the turret gun,
it's
the figure
covered in paint. There are little
Yeah.
hits of paint detail everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, pull right in the middle of the back. But yeah, the paint application on the interior is pretty amazing. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was great. It's challenging too because whenever you have a display, like I just did the Cube Squadron docking bay, and I don't want to put any other Falcon other than this Falcon in it.
It's amazing. I mean, awesome. The way they get the seats to look, all the details on the table there, the holo table.
Yeah, the peg for R2, actually having the peg for R2 in there in a couple different places.
The cables getting the metallic, I think like with the ATTE, the use of the metallic paints is great because it makes, not only does having some kind of deco on it make something pop, but hitting different things with the metallic paints is another level of kind of depth to this, and detail, making different features pop when you get that metallic paint on there. The way they did the kind of the hallway with the things around the side there, hitting that with the color that makes the hallways kind of have that rounded vibe that you get in the Falcon.
Yep.
The interior of the cockpit looks great.
All the seats are painted.
It is maybe, I mean, this might be, I think we've got both here. I think the Falcon and this ATTE are probably some of the best deco in the line.
For sure. And it's been great to see too that Jazzers has continued to up the game in terms of the paint application throughout the series. I mean, you go all the way back to Series 1. I did this in my review of the Armada X-Wing. And you're looking at Series 1 paint application of the figures, which the figures were like, it was like they didn't even care about them. It's like, just throw a figure in with it, to finally getting to the point where they're getting paint application on the helmet, tons of detail. And then now they're doing it with all the vehicles as well. It's really cool.
And so on top of that, I will say, so this is by far the definitive Falcon of a lot. We've had a lot of Falcon repaints. This is the one to have. It's amazing. The land speeder, also amazing, covered in deco detail under the panels. Everything's been hit under there. Not only the definitive version of those vehicles, but we have our little bitty tiny definitive version of maybe one of the most used molds in the line.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We have our definitive version of R2.
That's right.
Has
with all the extra paint
on it than any of the other ones.
Yeah, we're calling it R2 3.0.
Well, and you know what's crazy is I started calling it 3. It is R2 3.0, but I kind of thought it was going to be Astromech 3.0, but we have not seen this level of deco on any of the others yet.
None of them. Yeah.
It is exclusive to this release that it's got. I love the he's got the little panels on his front there that open up.
Yep.
With the fact that those are painted on there, those little lines. He's got the things on the side. It is one of my favorite little micro figures there. And that is currently the only way to get an R2 that looks that good.
Yeah. And the tricky thing about that paint application too, typically on the way that they do that with the machining and the tampo printing is that super easy to do on a flat surface.
Mm-hmm.
But those are actually recesses. So they filled in the paint in the recess, which is pretty cool. So hopefully we can see more of that coming in some other molds.
A truly exceptional asset. Let's
Yes, it
see.
is.
The paint apps have gotten so much better since Series 1. I even sort of want to see what a Vault Genevex would look like. Bolt says, glad I waited for this one. Yeah, if somehow you were new to the line and did not have a Falcon yet, that's the way to go. I mean, that would be the one to get.
And I'll tell you what, the best way to get it is actually in the Vault bundle pack.
Yeah.
Where you get the Ghost secret mission version as well, which is pretty amazing.
The sound is louder than the Ghost.
Yeah. Sound is very loud on that, actually.
So interesting, because I've seen a lot of these lists. I'm kind of shocked we were so. I mean, for a lot of that, the top 6 or 7, we were kind of locked step in step there for the most part. Cloud Car got a lot of love. I think a lot of people loved the Cloud Car, as Age of Grogu says here.
Which is interesting. I mean, we didn't see that a ton in retail either. I mean, it did come out some, and there were some out there, but
Walmart had them, yeah.
Yeah, definitely not hitting as heavy as some of the other stuff.
Yeah, Cloud City Bod Car. I think a lot of number 1 for fit and flexible there.
Yeah,
so
love it.
A lot of people really, now I know there's a lot of people that have that affinity for original trilogy ships there, so I get that, but yeah, surprised that it was so high on a lot of people's lists and was not in either of ours. I really like it, and that was one that on my list could have been like a 12, 13, something like that. I think really, the dwarf spider droid's amazing, and it was right there on the edge, but I think probably the ATDP and the Cloud Car were really like right there on the edge of making it into the top 10. And absolutely, if I had been trying to weight it heavily towards newer original molds versus some of these repaints, those would have made it into the list. I did really like the Cloud Car, and the fact that they listened to feedback and added the second pilot in there is really cool. Yes. And, the Vault set might be our only shot at it, but I am really excited to get the Macquarie concept art version of the Cloud Car here soon, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think actually if I had an honorable mention of any for 2025, it would be all of the holos. I am just such a huge fan of the hologram stuff. I think it's such a cool subline. So all the scouts and then the other holos we got. I think it was just the P-Wing. But
so real quick,
let's
see. I know. I think Tom Davis was kind of playing along with us there in chat. He sent one in. We have friends of the show and moderators on the Facebook group, Robert Caleb and Scott here. Imperial Spectrum. His list was number 10. TIE Reaper. Kevin, we didn't talk about this. The TIE Reaper, not on either of our lists.
I actually thought I had it on my list as I was going down, and I was like, wait a second, because I have the image in my slideshow. But no, it didn't make it on there. But that could be an easy one. That could be an 11 for me.
Yeah.
I do love
it's somewhere in my top 20.
In your top 20, nice.
His number 10, this is Robert Caleb, who has donated so many amazing things for giveaways, like just so much stuff that he's been generous with and has donated to giveaways for the show. Let's see. His number 10 was TIE Reaper. Number 9, he doesn't have it yet, but he is very, very, very amped to get the Twilight Squadron TIE from Series 10.
Yep.
Arc 170 at number 8. Then the Clone Battle Pack at number 7. I've seen this several times. We'll see. Number 6 was the Retro AT-AT. 5 was the Cis AAT battle tank.
Mm-hmm.
A really good one. I had considered maybe getting it in around number 10, but I do like it. I like that we're fleshing out that the Confederate kind of liveries, I guess, on those ships there. Number 4, TIE Defender. Number 3, Vault Falcon set. Number 2, Vault Hera B-Wing. Number 1, Vault Wolfpack ATTE.
Nice. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, all Vault releases there. This is Scott Imperial Spectrum on Instagram. Number 10, TIE Advanced. Number 9, Spider. Number 8, Probe Droid. Number 7, Visions X-Wing. Number 6, Edrio's Z95, the Partisan Z95.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 5, cool. TIE Avenger. Number 4, ARC 170. Number 3, TIE Defender Elite. Number 2, Hera B-Wing. Number 1, Vault ATTE. People are really loving the ATTE.
Yeah.
Another friend of the show, I've been on his show a few times, Steve 3D. You can catch him on most Saturdays doing some unboxing of Micro Galaxy stuff. I believe he's actually live right now on the DL44 network talking about some of the bigger Star Wars news that's come up this week with Ryan Dole, and maybe even Paul is on there with him chatting through stuff. So maybe check them out as soon as our show is over there. But great dude. He sent his in. He had number 10, ARC 170, a little low, surprising. Number 9 was that Partisan Z95. Number 8, ESB Slave 1. 7 was that Cis battle tank. Number 6, Hera's B-Wing. 5, Cloud Car. 4, Elite TIE Defender. Up there with yours. A lot of people feeling that Elite TIE Defender.
Yeah.
Here you go. Number 3, Vault Falcon. Number 2, Battle of Hoth Pack.
Nice.
Listen, if I've been honest with myself, I could have got that one up there, number 3, I think. I could have pushed that up to number 3, maybe. Number 1, 104th Battalion ATTE. That's 3 people in a row that have sent theirs in that have had that 104th Battalion ATTE at number 1.
If anyone from Jazzverse is watching, they should know that their vault sets are winning right now on top 10s.
So yeah, I think there is some stuff to parse from this. I think what we're seeing here. This is Cassidy, who was on our last episode. If you missed it, go check out episode 20 from right before Christmas, where we had Cassidy on to talk about Cube Squadron. Super, super cool stuff. But he sent in his top 10 as well because I was curious. And his number 10, Dwarf Spider Droid. I really love when Scout Class makes it onto these top 10 lists.
Yeah.
I don't know why. There's something about it. I love it. Number 9, TIE Advanced Prototype. Number 8, Probe Droid. Number 7, Vault 104th Battalion ATTE. A little lower for him. Number 6, TIE Defender. Number 5, TIE Reaper. Number 4, ARC 170. Number 3, Partisan Z95. Number 2, TIE Avenger, and in parentheses, he says, "Thanks, Kevin."
Yep.
Number 1, Vault Falcon and Landspeeder set.
Yep.
Hands down the best Falcon out there, he says. So totally a list, other than a couple on there, not too far off from where my list was.
Yeah.
We can just swap the TIE Reaper for Rey, and we have a very similar list there. And that was about it for people I got a list from. I love that chat was playing along with us here. But let me pull up... I'm going to pull up the notes here. I had just a couple things I think we can... we skipped Vault. And to circle back to that, I think the biggest takeaway from these lists were the top 3 or 4 on a lot of these lists, certainly ours,
Yeah.
were premium vault
Premium deco.
releases.
Yeah.
And, I think part of that is because maybe we're seeing slightly less new molds than we were maybe the first year or two. But the repaints we are getting some incredible repaints.
Yeah.
So it hats off to Vault and the team that's doing the design on the deco and finding ways to get this level of detail onto some of these. I mean, I think it's cool that's kind of where this year shifted. It's like, man, these vault sets were killing it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think we had a ton of them this year that were just specific sets to vault outside of the box sets, but the ones we got were bangers. I mean, even Kylo's silencer right at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
The Geonosian Starfighter was cool, but it's fairly similar to the one that came out.
Oh man, it's way better than the one that came out.
It is way better,
gosh.
but
hands down,
that one wasn't at the top of my list. So
yeah, no, definitely not at the top of my list. But
as a whole,
the Geonosian Starfighter that is being released right now at retail is going to clog shelves like Ventress.
Well, I didn't want to say it, but it's definitely possible. Although I will say, this year it feels like there's a lot of Attack of the Clones stuff out there. Hasbro's hitting Geonosis hard this year.
Yeah.
So
that helps.
I think it's possible that maybe I don't know, is there an anniversary for Attack of the Clones this year? Maybe that's,
I was getting ready to ask that.
Or was it last year?
I don't know.
But it's cool that that's kind of the trend we saw this past year. Those vault sets were right at the top. And what did we see over and over again? It's like that ATTE was at the top of several people's lists that got sent in. Number 2 on both of ours, the Falcon. And man, that vault is killing it. And I want to see that. I would love more new molds, obviously. Ideal world, we're getting new molds, out the wazoo, but that's not reality right now, I don't think. And I'm hoping Mando and Grogu kills it, and Star Wars is like just overflowing with the general public wanting to rush out and buy merchandise for it. But until the day that happens, when we're getting some of these repaints, we are getting exceptional repaints right now, and it's really, really cool. Love it.
Agreed.
Let's see. I think it makes me want more of the repaints. Like as I'm going through that list, it's like the TIE Avenger, the Arc 170. I'm like, I love this. I want to see this in that version. Like I want to see what the premium version of this looks like, and I'll pay a little more for it,
No,
because
absolutely.
I feel like, aside from the ATT being a little pricey on that, I think, it's like Hera's B-Wing. That's another one that was up there. That was on several people's lists, especially in chat too. People ate this thing up this year. So it's like vault release after vault release, some of the best stuff coming out. And I don't know how well Vault's doing. I have no idea what goes on but behind closed doors, but I hope it's doing well enough for them that can continue, because I love what we have been getting. And again, even the packaging has been getting better and better. That ATTE and the Falcon set have amazing packaging.
Yeah, very cool.
So really, really cool stuff. Chat, thank you for playing along and sending yours in. I always think it's really cool to see what people are into.
Yeah, for sure. We need to do a bracket for 2026.
I know. I've been thinking about it. March is right around the corner. I think a lot of the Hasbro leaning podcasts have kind of done theirs already. So yeah, it might be time to put something together again for that. I think that was almost 2 years ago now that we did one, or a year and a half
Yeah.
ago. So it's about time to see. And really, we're the more releases there are, there's fewer and fewer ships to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, how high can the Onyx Cinder be on that list? I don't know.
That's right.
At this
Not as high
point,
as the sail barge.
I was gonna say the problem is the Outrider is gonna win, and they'll never make that. So,
Yeah, right. I
um,
know.
you
Yeah.
know
Although I did see it actually, it was in one of the Visions episodes. The
that
new
design.
that start
Yeah.
yeah, it was the exact Outrider. Yep. That was one of those. So who knows?
Well, that was fun, Kevin. There hasn't
Yes.
been a whole lot of news for the micro galaxy of Star Wars,
Mhm.
but there's been some earth-shattering news for the macro galaxy of Star Wars.
Yes, there has been.
I don't know if you were awake last night when the news came out that officially what had been rumored for ages, and then specifically rumored for about a week or so,
Yeah.
that it has finally happened. Kathy Kennedy stepping down as head of Lucasfilm,
Hmm.
and to replace her, it takes two people.
Yep.
On the creative side, obviously, the man in the hat, Dave Filoni, and on the business side, Linwin Brennan, I think is her name, and she came up through ILM and handled all the business side of ILM, and has been working on the business side of Lucasfilm for the last several years. And she's going to take over the business side, and this is a trend we've kind of seen. I believe Pixar runs this way.
Hmm.
DC Studios runs this way with James
Yep.
Gunn and oh my gosh, I'm blanking on his
The
name,
other guy.
but the other guy, yeah, the not James
Yep.
Gunn guy. But Pixar, I think Disney Animation Studios might be the same way. So this is
Hmm.
a trend we've seen now where we kind of have co-presidents, and one is fully in charge of the business side of things, working on the numbers, managing that. And then there's the creative brain that is trying to lead the creative vision of where these massive brands are going.
Yeah.
And I would say this would have been even more earth shattering 2 or 3 years ago.
Hmm.
But Dave Filoni, I think, is maybe. It seems like, at least on toxic parts of the internet, there's some people that maybe have soured on him just a
Mm.
little bit over the last couple of years. I know some people didn't love exactly what happened with the Ahsoka and things like that. The show, I loved it, but
Yeah.
it's massive, massive news that she's pretty much out now,
Yeah.
and Dave will be leading things. So I know people feel all kinds of ways about that, but I'm just happy for there to be some change. I feel, I do feel like we were talking about with the general public, there does feel a little bit of stagnation. Um, I'm ready for anything that can kind of come in and shake things up and really, like, you know, give us some, a new vision, because the vision seemed to be a little all over the place, or lack of
Yeah.
vision.
For
Even the
sure.
sequel trilogy as a whole was all over the place. Um,
And
but
Dave certainly seems to have much more background in the lore of
oh,
Star
absolutely.
Wars as well. I mean, there's been a ton of documentaries, videos of him working with George in like exclusively. I just saw an interview literally like right before we came on with him talking about just the transition and I think he has a great mindset for it, similar to the way James Gunn is with DC, where he's just saying, we just need to tell great stories. And I think he obviously has the vision to be able to interconnect everything. I mean, he's the major brainchild of Rebels and brought in so much from the Star Wars universe into that series. So it'll be
And we'll touch
interesting to
on
see what
that
he
here
does.
again in a second.
Yeah.
The Rebels aspect of that. So she did a massive, and this was kind of weird how this, it's been rumored forever and people kind of poo poo it, but it does seem like those rumors were actually kind of legit in a way. It
Hmm.
feels like this transition off has been kind of happening for the last year or two, as she trains these people up and kind of gets the next uh, the next wave of the leadership up to speed, so to speak. But all these, it's just a little weird the way it happened. Don't you feel like it's like all of a sudden at like what say 8 p.m. or something, all of a sudden the entertainment tabloids have articles posted and they're very similar, and oh, here's a interview with Deadline that's been posted, and then Star Wars comes out and makes a post about it, and I'm like, we're just doing this in like some posts and articles. It feels a little unceremonious in a way, as a send off, but also as a welcome for the new leads of Lucasfilm. Very unceremonious. And I don't believe Celebration is this year, so we've got Celebration next year. So I don't know when or where we kind of have some actual fanfare for this. I just felt like it kind of happened oddly to me.
Mm.
But we'll see what happens. So Kathy Kennedy with Deadline did a what they called an exit interview,
Interesting.
and it's a pretty long interview with her, but I will kind of just hit some of the main aspects of it that I kind of parsed from it. She says for as far as updates on current films in the works, The Hunt for Ben Solo and James Mangold's the Dawn of the Jedi movie, his like way prequel Dawn of the Jedi film. She loved James Mangold's the script they turned in was amazing, but she says those are like way on the back burner for whatever reason. Taika Waititi and Donald Glover's projects are slightly more alive, and they've had scripts for those come in. And then she mentions the Simon Kinberg trilogy is still actively being developed. He turned something in, I believe, last August, I think she said, and then they kind of reworked some of the story. And then, like 4 weeks ago or so, maybe, he turned in something else. He has like a 70-page treatment now for it. So he is kind of the architect right now of what the next trilogy of movies look like. And Kevin, I don't know if you know Simon Kinberg's name from
Not
a Star
specifically.
Wars perspective. He's done some of the Fox X-Men movies, but he worked
Okay.
on Rebels with Dave Filoni, and he wrote the season 2 finale, the season 4 finale. Some of the best stuff in Rebels were Dave and Simon Kinberg working together.
Interesting.
And I would say Rebels as a whole is probably some of the best stuff with the highs of Rebels are really high in my
Yeah.
opinion. So it's kind of awesome that Simon Kinberg and Dave Filoni now are creating this next era of Star Wars where they're really in a lot of ways unburdened by what's come before, because now we're years after the sequel trilogy.
I'll get to you
So
guys here in just a minute after we're done with this. But, yeah.
so really cool. Reading through it, to me, it feels like that is where they're really putting their focus right now. All these other random little projects that she's mentioning here, who knows if those will come out. It also kind of feels like Disney's been a little bit of a speed bump in what they're able to do. We see that with Hunt for Ben Solo and the stuff that came out about that. It's like they're kind of pumping the brakes on a lot of these that they don't feel as passionate about as she and her team do.
I
But
could
yeah,
see
the
that.
Simon
Absolutely.
Kinberg thing is really the one to watch, I feel like, for what's coming up. She had a lot of great things to say about the Starfighter movie that she's been working on a
Hmm.
lot. She says the kid that's in the Starfighter movie is really, really great, and she doesn't know that movie is not created to have legs, to have sequels and things like that. But she says the kid that they found that's in that movie is so great that she could see him maybe popping up somewhere down the road potentially, but that's kind
Hmm.
of out of her hands now. But
Interesting.
she was feeling really, really good about that. She didn't really comment at all on the Mandoverse or where Ahsoka is headed or anything like that. And she didn't specifically talk about the Rey movie that they kind of announced a few years ago. So
Hmm.
it's still possible that this Kinberg thing involves Rey and maybe Ben and some of those characters. So
Isn't
who
Ben
knows
dead?
well, yes and no. We don't know. He was going to get a whole movie where he wasn't dead. So we'll see.
Nice.
We'll see where it all goes.
Get a big Force Ghost action or something like
Yeah. Another interesting thing, at least in her mind, um, her biggest regret from her time there. What would you say her biggest regret was over her tenure, or where she thinks they kind of missed the mark?
the sequel trilogy. Luke's story.
Solo, a Star Wars story, as a concept.
Hmm.
That was where she felt like, and she's kind of mentioned this before, she felt
Hmm.
like they should not have recast a character and done a story about one of the main characters with a different actor. Although she
I
says
didn't
Alden
really think it
Ehrenreich did a
was.
great job. I don't know
Yeah,
that
I
that's
didn't think it was
necessarily
that
true. It's
bad.
weird that that was her takeaway because I
Yeah,
thought Solo was pretty great.
I enjoyed the movie as well. I thought it was entertaining. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, you can't look at it through that. If you look at it through the lens of like, I'm going to enjoy this treatment of this character, but it's not Harrison Ford, um, then yeah, it's super entertaining movie, and I enjoyed it a lot. Um, but if you look at
Yeah.
it as this is supposed to be Harrison Ford's Han Solo, like, no, I'm not buying that.
Well, with her gone now,
Hmm.
Dave Filoni feels like he's maybe the opposite uh,
Yeah,
of the opposite mindset with him. Deep faking Luke into stuff here and there.
right.
So
Yeah,
we'll
man,
see
why
how that
not?
goes. But I weird that that was her biggest regret ish kind of thing there because I felt like that was not the correct takeaway from that. I don't think
Mm,
that's why that movie didn't do as well. I think there's a lot of factors. It was six
yeah,
months after a very divisive movie.
right.
Um, and
Yeah,
I
the
as
timing of the
it,
release of that was shitty.
yeah, man, and really, I think it's like from where the circles I'm in, I don't think there's a lot of Star Wars fans that hate that movie. I mean, I think it's pretty
No.
generally accepted that it was a fun movie,
Yeah.
and it's
And it
just kind of an
had a
interesting take.
great lead in at the end that I
Yeah, I
would
know.
have loved to see what they do with Crimson Dawn, as well
Went
as
nowhere.
going to finally figure out what happened with him and Jabba.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, man, that would have been really cool to see where they
It would
take
have been
that.
really cool to have taken that to Disney Plus and had an ongoing series following those different characters.
Hmm.
We're getting Maul Shadow Lord, and it's like, okay, cool. That personally for me, I'm like, all right, cool, I guess.
Yeah.
But if that were his continuing story with Kira and Han and the things going on in that era, I would have really enjoyed to see that as a continuing series going on. But yeah, I think part of the that being her takeaway, I'm like, maybe it is time for some new blood because I don't know how I feel about that
Hmm.
take.
Well, I'm wondering if she isn't even just looking at it from a financial perspective too. That that movie lost a lot of money. It kind of stalled out the uh whatever stalled out like the
Yeah,
what's the word I'm thinking of, momentum of Star Wars, because they did have the Last Jedi that came out, and then it's like, okay, we got some people that are really into it, some people that aren't, and then boom, throw in something that's not quite what everyone's going to be ready
5 or
for.
6 months later. Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh, now Star Wars is going downhill because we got 2 movies that were not
But
what I was
again,
looking for.
even if you're just looking at the numbers, I think that was her takeaway, is the concept was flawed. They shouldn't have recast Han Solo.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
like, I
don't
don't
know that.
think that was, those other things that we're talking about were also issues there. So
Yeah,
just kind of an
there's bigger
interesting
problems than that.
takeaway
But
from that. But it's exciting times. I'm super curious to
yeah,
see where they, have some fanfare and then maybe announce them to the world as the actual, maybe in a couple weeks, Dave Filoni will have his own sit down where he kind of lays out some things. I don't know. I'd love to see that and kind of set some vision for things, since we don't have a celebration this year.
yeah,
We'll see. And maybe I don't know if there's a Disney Expo this year, but that could be a spot
yeah.
to look for that in. But yeah, big news on the Star Wars and Disney front right now.
There is one
Kev-
other interesting thing here too on the wider world of Star Wars. If you saw that Disneyland is actually redoing Black Spire Outpost, and they're now going to be dedicating a large portion, like I would say, it looks like 60 to 70% of it now to original trilogy,
Original trilogy.
and then
Again,
just
kind of
basically
weird.
keeping Rise of Resistance as like the ride area, and then yeah, it's nice for them to do that. I think it's a great move.
It is a great move. It definitely feels like a little bit of backtracking.
Mm-hmm.
A very
But that's really
delayed.
the way it should have been, though. I mean,
I totally agree. Listen, Kevin, I
yeah,
have lots of thoughts about Galaxy's Edge, but I've been a
yeah,
few times. I have lots of thoughts about it for
yeah,
another podcast, not this one.
for sure.
Very strong feelings, but I think it's a step in the right direction. I'll be interested to see what they do with Disney World, because
Mm-hmm.
as of right now, that's only a Disneyland thing, and Disneyland was already doing Mando and Grogu type stuff. They were doing
Mm.
Mandoverse people, so
Okay.
who knows? It feels like a hodgepodge there of stuff that's going on at Disneyland, but I
Yeah.
hope Disney World gets some shakeups as well. Yeah, thanks for throwing that in there.
Yep.
Now, Kevin,
Yeah.
for the community spotlight, I wanted you to very,
I mean,
very quickly show
off.
off a little print you may have done over the break.
Okay. Yeah. Let me grab this. So here I have got the single cube variant of the Imperial Hangar Bay here from Cube Squadron. So this thing is awesome. It's got a ton of features to it. So let me pull this into.
And you are no stranger to designing 3D printable Imperial docking bays.
Yeah,
And
for
the
sure.
accessories with
Yeah,
therein.
absolutely. And so I think that the great thing about this, it really is the options of this and what you can do. So the you can obviously print this in any color material as you want if you get the files and you have a 3D printer. So this will be offered, and you'll be able to get just the cube. I don't know all of the options because there are tons of options. Right now, I have this thing filled out with I've got 3 hangars in here and 3 TIE fighters. You can't really see that one in the back, but I've got 3 of them in there. So you can get, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I'm sure you'll be able to get just individual hangars. It also has this arm here, which these guys all just slide right out. So let me just slide this thing out of here.
Now, did you print that? It looks like you opted for a clear.
Yes, I did a clear one. It was actually the only color I had at the time. So, and then here is your hanger. So it's got this cool little clip there on the top, and then it's got inside here. There's actually a little track where you can slide it. So you can change this out, and so you can slide this guy. Let me move this out of here. It's kind of hard doing this, holding this thing up in the air like this. But
did you have 3 in the front, 3 in the top?
3 in the top, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and then that one fell off the back. So let me take that one out really quick before it falls over and knocks everything out.
So you did not put any lighting in this, correct?
No, I do have lighting in it. It's obviously not hooked up to it right now because the cord's not hanging on, but I might be able to. I do have the thing right here. But yeah, here is the TIE fighter, and then yeah, Cass is
Yep.
putting on some of the files as well. Yeah, so anybody that wants to get the files, you can do all types of stuff with it.
Through Kickstarter, I think there will be an option to purchase just the printable files.
Yeah, so
I,
let me
it,
get the let me
at
plug
least
this
when he
in.
was on our show, he made it sound like you would buy the whole bundle of A New Hope files as one, and it won't be like a pick and choose potentially, but we'll see. You will be able to buy just the files.
All right, hold on. Getting this thing plugged in. So with the wiring, the way that I did the wiring is actually not the way that he recommended to do it. So there is a specific wire that he recommends, and you just kind of run it in this track here. So the way I had done it was I cut the wire to be able to run everything. It actually does fit really good, but there we go.
Dude.
So there it is, all lit up.
It looks so good.
It does look so good.
Oh
And
my
the
goodness.
crazy thing
Cassidy
about
in the
this
chat
is,
with us.
so
The digital version includes everything as well as all future updates, which is yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's one of the
Nice
been
little
the
bonus
great
there.
things as we've been going through and doing this, because I'm just doing a lot of these test prints for him, and so we have uncovered some things, which is great. I mean, it's the whole reason why this process is going like this, and going slow. So I truly appreciate that, Cassidy, for not just releasing this stuff out there and having to go back and trying to redo a lot of stuff. So
Yeah, it would be so
but
easy to kind of jump on the hype and just push it out there, not perfect.
yeah,
But yeah, it takes a certain kind of person to say, "Hey, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to
right,
make sure this is perfect, and I want to be totally happy with what I'm putting out. I'm sorry
absolutely,
you have to wait just a little bit, but I'm going to
yeah.
tweak and fix everything I can before letting you guys have it."
So what's holding the figures on the floor here is actually some blue tack. So let me see if I have a strip of it here. I don't, but the blue tack, it's like a reusable adhesive. It is by far the best. Doesn't leave a residue. Doesn't get all stuck to everything either. So I use that for almost everything that I do. So I've got actually that little gantry in there with the TIE fighter that's on the floor is blue tacked down so it doesn't fall over. But the cool thing about
The
this,
arrows on the floor,
yes,
are those paint or is that a different printed color there?
they're different printed color. So this is all printed on the Bamboo Labs P1S. And so there is an AMT option where you can get a thing that has multiple colors. But the great thing about this, I was thinking literally the same thing. It's not. So you print the black piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's got holes already cut out for it, and then you print the white pieces.
And
So
they just kind of snap right in.
they stick right in there. So it's
It's
amazing. The
amazing.
the quality of the fit on all of this is really good. If you check out on my YouTube page, I just posted a short of me putting this thing together, and it's got some great clips that clip everything together. The fit is nice and snug. I mean, you can see even as I'm moving this thing around, it's not moving. Nothing on the interior is moving around. It's all held in there really nice and tight. And then even with this piece up here that slides, it can slide pretty loose, but when it's up there, I mean, it's
With the
hanging on
weight,
pretty
it's
good.
kind of holding it in place, I would assume.
Yeah, for sure. But no, it looks really good. The other thing that I have to say is really cool about this, and I appreciate this, Cassidy, is on the top. It's hard to see, but on the top here of this catwalk, at the very back is actually a door. So there's a door molded in there, so you could walk out, and there's a door down there on the bottom in the corners, um, which
Love that. We need a
is really
variant
cool.
where the door looks open.
That would be cool. That would be cool to do
Put
that.
a little
But
rubble
then
back there.
you'd kind of like look out the back of it. But the one thing I will say about this, and this is great that I had an opportunity to do this because the way that I lit it with cutting the wire, you can see right here at the top, this panel right here isn't fully bright because the light strip doesn't go all the way up. It goes up, basically up like halfway like that. So when you do the light strip, I would recommend doing it the way Casty recommends doing it, and just running the thing
Imagine that.
the whole way
He
instead
knows
of
what he's doing.
cutting it. So when I do another one of these, which I am definitely going to do another one, I'll run the lights that way. But yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah, I need to pull up his stuff and see what the outer dimensions of the different cubes are. Because
Yeah,
I
so
was looking at
they're
my shelves the other night, trying to decide if I
Yep.
needed to redo my shelves to get a 1x3 to fit.
Yeah, so it's 10 inches tall and
Mhm.
30 inches wide. So there's a little bit of play in there. It's not quite 30 inches wide, not quite 10 inches tall, but that's how I would definitely
So
structure
roughly
your
10 by
shelves.
10 inches.
10 by 10, yeah. So the
And then
big
get my
one is
tape
going to be
measure out
10
and look
by
at my IKEA
yeah,
shelves.
it'll be 10 by 30.
Man, it looks
So
so
yeah,
good. I mean, that's great. Obviously, you've got a great printer you're printing that on, but
yeah,
man, it's stuff like that that gets you excited about. I think he's done such a great job with that. It's like not only does that get me
love it,
excited
man.
about
Love it.
printing, and
Yeah,
I'm like booting the printer back up and tweaking settings. I'm like excited about printing again. But yeah, Brotar, I am curious about that. That's specifically what I was wondering about, if it fits in the Brotar.
okay,
With
great.
those deep shelves, you might even be able to get a 2x3 on those, which would be amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
So can you put figures on the catwalk? You could probably fit figures on the catwalk, but they're pretty tight to the top. So I'm sure you could stand them up there. But once you put the catwalk snaps up onto the top, so you need to put them on there before you snap that in place. It's a little hard to get your fingers up in there.
Tack them on.
Yep. Are you going to paint the back panel controls? I don't plan on painting anything on this tie hanger. And to be honest, the great thing about the tie hanger is typically that's actually a pretty clean look. So you don't have to do any weathering to it. You certainly could if you wanted to, but I don't plan on doing that on those,
Yeah, man,
which is
I'm
great.
excited.
As
Even
much as I
saying
love
that
the
has me
docking bay.
more excited.
Yeah. And let me grab the docking bay really quick.
Yeah. And you did the 1x3 version of that, is that right?
Of the docking bay?
Yeah, is that 1x3?
The docking bay only has one option. It is a 1x2. And so here it is, all put together. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see that. I'll try to get it. This thing's really heavy, so it's kind of hard to hold up.
And you have done some of the weathering on this version, right?
I did do the weathering on this one. So and somebody asked me about this. I was shooting a video on how to do the weathering, and I totally screwed it up. I used the wrong paint when I first did it. So I had to go through and like redo it. After I did my first coat of the weathering, I was like, oh my gosh, I totally ruined this thing. I need to just reprint it. It was how bad it was.
Oh,
so
no.
Fortunately, I was able to like heavy brush it and then went through and did some of the weathering and whatnot. But this thing is really cool. The Falcon actually comes right out of there. So it's got like a little stand that it's on, plugs right into
nice.
it. So
it just fits right into the top there.
Yep. So it fits right into the three little holes that are up there. All of this this top part up here is all again, it's all printed. The detailing on it is fantastic. The these moisture evaporators also are really cool. There's a ton of like ground effects and boxes and stuff like that you can put down there.
Well, and
everything
what's awesome
fits
is
together
you could
real
reuse
nice.
those in your own dio. If you wanted to do the land speeder or Jawa, something like that, you could take some of the rocks and moisture evaporators and things like that.
Yeah. So here, let me
repurpose
TK just
some
asked,
of that.
do the suns light up? The suns don't specifically light up, but they're relatively thin. So yeah, looks like that.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
And you could potentially find a different color tone there for the sky if you wanted to.
Yes, you could absolutely. And so that was one thing that me and Cassie were talking about, because I got this blue and I was like, man, I don't really like it. And he said, yeah, he tried out a bunch, and he has recommendations on which ones to use. But here's the great thing: you see the land speeder area there on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So with the light back here like this, it actually does. There's a little gap there where the light will shine down into it. So
That's awesome, because I didn't even notice that until you put the light back there. I had no idea that was down there. I thought that's where Jabba was.
yeah, but yeah, very cool.
Special editions. Next year we'll have the non-special edition. No more Jabba. Man, I'm excited.
Java.
Like I was saying earlier, it's got me excited to print again. I need to print a bunch of stands, but it's got me excited about the line in general. I'm even it's got me interested in, like, oh, what do I need to get multiples of now? What can I flesh these things out? I think this project in general is beneficial to the line as a whole, because you're going to look at these dios and say, okay, do I need more speeders here? How do I get more troops in here? Do I need another Black Squadron set? Do I need my third Black Squadron set?
That's exactly right. So he and I were just talking about that, because I'm going to do the 1x3 of the Imperial Hangar Bay as well. And so that was one of my big comments, is like, man, I need more TIE fighters, man. I don't have enough.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to do a what material has like a glossy floor to slide in there to get a real, like, the super glossy floor.
Yeah, one of the things
I know you can buy
actually,
like kind of glass material that looks black like that you can set on the bottom of stuff.
Yeah.
I see people use it.
So I've got a black acrylic that I use on the hangar bays that are over here on the diorama on the shelf. So I use a black acrylic sheet for that. And that's great because it looks really glossy. With this, with the P1S, there is a setting that you can use on the 3D printer that is ironing, where you can iron the top layer. And that does make it look, it doesn't make it look super shiny, but it definitely looks more flat.
Smooth, yeah, but not quite the same. That's also a massive, if you're doing a 1x3, that's a huge surface to iron.
Well, you're doing it in it's not quite a 10x10 square, like the floor. It's a rectangle because of how it fits into the actual cube itself. So it's a little smaller than that, because you have to account for the angle coming down on the side. But yeah, you got to print 3 of them essentially. So, man,
I'm so excited for that to come out, to get my hands on some of those files.
No, for sure. The thing I'm really excited about, super excited, I cannot wait to get one of these, is the mini cubes for the individual starfighters. I cannot wait to get that.
Let's see. Hold on. While we're talking about Cube Squadron, I do want to shout out, we are very, very, very close to finding out another reveal for the line.
Yeah, what number are we at? We were at 983.
Very close. Dude, hey, so at 1,000 followers on Kickstarter, all this means is you log into a Kickstarter account and basically sign up for this project, and you'll get updates for it. It just gauges interest, so you're not buying anything. You don't have to do anything. You're basically just saying, I'm interested in this project. If you haven't done this yet, go to Kickstarter, search for Cube Squadron, sign in, and hit that button. At 1,000 followers, Cassidy's going to reveal another. I think we have 2 more.
Yeah.
What would you call them? Dios, different flavors of diorama.
Yeah, 2 different dioramas. Yep.
For it. So we're going to get another reveal at 1,000. Kevin, the number right now. Come on. There it is.
Oh, no, we got 5 more.
995.
Anybody that's on here right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Anybody that's on here right now that has not done it, please go on there and do that. I'm super excited to see the next one. on the actual on his page too, if you scroll down on there, Cole, it shows an image of it's got the question marks on top of the 2 cubes that are left to go. Do you see that? Down towards the bottom.
Like way far down. I do. Well, I see the 1,000 follower. Looks like a 1x2.
Yes.
That is
and
green, and
Yep.
it says 1,000 followers.
Yeah, and then the other one that says 1,500.
Oh, do you think it's like a legit picture that's blurred out? Or just some kind of
I don't
gradient?
know. I think so. I feel pretty good about it.
Do you know what it is?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if
But
you
show that
like,
off really quick.
Thought you knew. I will say you can see this here.
Yeah. So
This
there
is
it is.
the hidden base.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a Death Star 1x1.
Yep.
That is Tatooine. We've got the 1x3 of the Imperial. This is the hyperspace cubes that's not showing up super well. And then we've got 2 more for A New Hope here. And in 5 people, we will find out what it is. Listen, I know he said he was going to go on another podcast and reveal it. But if we can get those 5 people to sign up right now, Cassidy in chat, will you tell us what it is? Give us the real sneak peek. If we can get 5 people to sign up for that, we'll find out right now.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
That is insanely
We're not going to hold
close.
You to that,
but we have 70
really
something people watching right now across our 2 streams.
Yeah.
Literally, if 5 of you can go to Kickstarter, sign in, search Cube Squadron, and sign up to know more on that site. We only need 5 people, and here pretty soon in a day or 2, I guess he could have that ready to go. 2 people have already signed up since we just said that.
997.
997. Cassidy is sweating in chat. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Matt Healy says, get your wives, girlfriends, or partners to log in and do it. Levi Sitz says 996. People are tracking this right now in chat. 997. Go do it right now. I don't think Cassidy's actually gonna. I hold on though. I bet if we can get it to hit 1,000 right now, we only need 3 of you out of 70 to hit this. I bet Cassidy would maybe give us a hint.
Yeah,
listen,
see.
I'm not going to promise anything. I'm not going to put words in his mouth or twist his arm, but he could probably give us a little hint if we had 3 people. We're going to hold you guys hostage on this stream. 998. We are at 998 now.
2 more people. Oh, here we go.
998. We need 2 more people to search Cube Squadron on Kickstarter. Look, here we're just gonna. I'm just gonna sit here on this stream, refreshing. Kevin, look at that! 999.
Oh my God! 1 more.
999. Stargazer says I'm signing in as we speak. We are gonna listen. I love that we're about to hit this live on the stream.
This is awesome.
I'm just going to refresh here over and over and over again until we see that 1,000.
1 more. 1 more. 1 more.
Cassidy. Come on.
Keep going. Look, there it is.
Screenshot this. Screenshot it.
Hey.
That's it. That's 1,000. Where's the...
That's 1,000.
Am I doing this right? There we go. No.
Oh, you turned it off.
I was trying to screenshot it backwards. Couldn't do it. There we go.
Oh,
yes,
that
was
fantastic.
It. 1,000.
Where's our
and by we I mean a few of you.
How do we get all of the things to start flying around? We need a
That's
big,
amazing. Yeah, something. Chat, go crazy. Send drop your emojis in chat. Thank you guys for doing that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That is so
That's
cool.
great.
So, breaking news. pretty soon we're going to find out that reveal
That is
here,
exciting. Very
here in the
exciting.
next little bit. I don't know what Cassidy's timeline looked like for that reveal once he hits 1,000.
Yeah.
But that's so cool. Thank you
So
guys for
cool.
doing that. I love that we
Yeah.
hit that there. My heart's racing a little bit, and I'm not sure if it's the Celsius or the excitement from that. I think it's a little bit of
Yeah.
both.
That's right.
Gonna have an energy drink heart attack here, but
No,
that's
that's very
awesome.
cool. Yeah. It
Stargazer
is
says 1,000th was my alt. Well, don't tell him that.
nice. Yeah, the great thing about the prints too is they're super easy, man. They're super easy. I tell you what. Anybody that does have a printer that gets the files and prints these things, they are so much fun to put together.
Cassidy says we'll be making an announcement tomorrow.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Um, no hints. Can't thank you guys enough. He says.
Yeah. Well, keep your eyes out. So if you aren't following Cube Squadron on Instagram, make sure that you go over there and follow that as well. That way you'll be able to see the reveal once it comes out. And then continue if you, again, even though we hit 1,000, if you want more information on it, keep going. We got to get to
Because we need another
1,500.
500 to get that last one. So I don't know how
That's
we're going
right.
to squeeze how much juice there is left to squeeze from this, but for us at least.
We should get some people that are going to rewatch it. So, we typically do get a bunch. So hopefully everyone hangs in for the 2 hours to get to this point.
That's so funny. I love that. I'm going to have to do a little breakdown of that.
Yeah, very cool.
Refreshing live, just waiting for it to hit 1,000. I love that. Again, yeah, Cassidy, thanks for joining us last episode. If you guys didn't see it, jump back and watch episode 20, maybe about 45 minutes in or so, or an hour, and we get into a decently long little interview there with some questions and things about the project.
Yeah.
Really, really, really cool. Go follow Cube Squadron on Instagram. Check out the website. Check out the Kickstarter page. It's going to be really cool. I'm very, very jealous that you're getting to print all that stuff right now, Kevin. It looks so cool.
It is very cool. It is very cool. I'm super excited for everybody to have an opportunity to get it as well, and to get the actual prints that he makes and builds too, and be able to ship the diorama all together.
Yeah, for sure.
So it does take some time to print them all. And, if you don't have a printer, or you don't want to deal with, having to get all of the filament or having to take the time to do it, certainly being able to buy the things put together is huge.
Yeah.
So
really cool project.
Very cool.
Kevin?
Yes. Cool.
Besides your little videos you're making for those, anything else you got coming up on your feeds this week? Are you all caught up on reviews?
I'm still missing a couple items. So I think the Xanadu blood might be the only one I'm missing. So that's one. Nice. Yeah. Keep it going. We still need 499 more.
Yeah, Kevin, how long was it to print all of the parts out there roughly? Are you talking about the Imperial one or the hangar bay one, the docking bay?
So I think in general, it depends significantly actually
on your printer print speed. Yeah.
On your print speed and your infill level. So I'm using the Bamboo P1S, and one of the great things about having that specific printer is that the files are somewhat designed for that printer. So when I get it, I can just open it up and just dive right in and just hit slice and print, and it will do it pretty quickly. But you're looking at depending on the size of the item. So for the hangar bay, you've got probably 7 or 8 different print plates that you have that vary between 30 minutes to print a couple like little small parts, up to the biggest one is just the actual shell, and that one took I think it took like 8 to 10 hours to print that.
Not too bad.
That's the longest, and then there's each of the smaller ones is like 4 or 5 hours or something like that.
Yeah. So you're looking at a couple days, 2.5 days or so of.
For sure. And if you're there to be able to change it out, once the print is done, then you could probably print the whole thing in a weekend, print the case overnight and then print all the little parts throughout there. So TK wants me to talk about the open shelf really quick. That's over there on the side. That guy right there. So I do have a design for it. I've already printed a couple of these bad boys.
Whoa.
Some trees. So
you're doing the famous scene from the opening of Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, that's right.
Kylo running through the stabbing people with
woods.
The dead trees.
Yeah. But it'll be something that's unique. It's not something that anybody would know, but I've got a bunch of 3D printed figures that I've had from over the years, and I finally am going to do something with it. So, but then I also have, related. Yeah, Star Wars related for sure, but I'll post some pictures for it. And then I've got a shelf right above that actually, one over and one up this way, that I'll be doing my third and final hangar bay for my shelves. So I wanted to do one that has the Defenders on it. So do like a Rebels version of it. So I'll do that. And then also have some of the LAATs, the police patrol ones. Yeah, Dagobah. Not going to be Dagobah. No.
Really?
It'll just be a battle scene of some figures, random figures. So mainly Trandoshans.
Star Wars related?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got a bunch of Trandoshans that I've printed. I've got like 20 plus of them. So it'll be like a battle scene between them and some stormtroopers.
Very cool.
But yeah, the tree actually printed really good. I just found it randomly, and I've got a few of them. So got to weather them up. But that's what I'll be doing is putting together those dioramas here over the weekend.
Follow him at Kevin's Micro Fleet and on YouTube at Kevin's Micro Fleet. You can follow me at Micro Galaxy Squadron. You can also follow Micro Galaxy Squadcast on Instagram. Cassidy, last chance for a hint here, and we'll be wrapping up in just a second.
Cole is not going to let it go.
Thank you guys so much for joining us and going through your top 10 list. That was super fun. And for clicking the little follow button on Kickstarter, that was also pretty fun. Check out the Cube Squadron feeds and mine as well, as I'll probably pick up whatever that reveal is and signal boost that as well. I'm super interested to see what we've got left for A New Hope there. I think there's a chance it could maybe have another Death Star related one, but who knows? Okay, here we go.
You'll need a lot of ships.
His hint for the new reveal tomorrow: you'll need a lot of ships.
All right, I like it.
We already have the hidden base and the Imperial hangar. So, what could that be?
I don't know. I'm excited to find out.
I'm excited, man.
I'll be checking in the morning when I get up.
Yeah, any idea when that might come out? Don't worry about it. Check your feeds tomorrow evening.
Yep.
It'll be up probably. Thank you guys for hanging out with us on an episode where we didn't have a giveaway. So it's always nice to see how many people are here for the hangs and how many people are here for the free giveaways.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Will 2026 be better than 2025?
We'll see.
We'll find out. But
fingers crossed.
Number one.
That's right. The Falcon. And thanks, can you? We got to give a quick nod to the fact that this is episode 21. We've been going now for 21 episodes so far, which is pretty 21,
sweet. Yeah. Is that a significant number? Or is that just a lot?
Well, it's just over a year. We got 21 in. We got 20 of them in a year. I mean, considering
we started almost exactly this time last year, I believe.
Yeah. Right. With our first one. So very cool.
We stayed pretty on track.
We can now start drinking.
A couple, 3. Yeah. Our show can go to bars.
Yeah.
we had a couple 3-week breaks in there, but yeah, I'm proud
Mhm.
we kept pretty on track there.
Yeah.
Hopefully in this year we'll have some more fun hangs and some people to come on.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Great.
I can't remember if I've talked about this, but the idea was to have several people on pretty routinely, and I think they agreed to it before they realized how big of nerds we are and how
Yeah.
much in the weeds the show was going to be. And I think a few of them were like, "Oh, I don't know the line like that." Like, I
Mhm.
think you guys got it. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, we'll keep pestering Paul to come on. Hopefully, we can have Adam on again. And who knows? Maybe we'll have some people from the community on. I've been on Steve's show a few times. I think it'd be fun to get Steve on here one week.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
have not asked him privately about that, so I'm putting him on the spot big time. And I have a feeling, Kevin, that here before too long we'll probably be seeing Cassidy back on the show.
Mhm.
Maybe with that 1500 reveal or some new stuff in hand. That'd be fun to get him back in here with us.
Yeah, for sure.
Until then, appreciate you guys. We'll
That's
see you
right.
next 2 weeks from now ish. And
Yeah. We're squadding
as
out.
as we say, squadding out.
See everybody.